and welcome back. I am Grim, and this is Conan Exiles. Now, if anyone who's seen the other videos I've put up, you'll notice we're somewhere different and our city is gone. The server went down, so yeah, what can you do? But Meta's managed to wrangle herself a server and kindly invited me across to it. So I've spent the past day quickly setting up a little base just with everything I need to then produce everything I need. I'll show you where I've actually set up because it's one of my favourite starting positions just up the river here. You'll find there's a waterfall nearby and it gives you most of the resources actually in a close area. We'll have a quick run round and just show you what we've got. You've obviously got lots of water around, being next to the waterfall. But you also have your iron just across here. It's either up the hill, where we get to fight the spiders, because they always spawn here. But you might be able to see just up in the distance the iron and the spiders. Oh, too high. Can we actually get you from here? Oh, I think that was a hit. There we go. Quickly run up because we also have coal and some more interesting points up here, so you can die. And up around here, what do we have? So once you've gathered your iron, you'll need coal, and there we are. A few coal rocks, and also a small thrall camp. I can't remember which thralls you get in there. I think there was possibly lower level cook is about the most interesting thing I found in there. But there is across the deserts larger thrall camps just in that direction as well. Oh, more spiders. We'll quickly get you on the way, otherwise you'll come chasing after me and screw me up. Okay, there we go. You can go, and let's go. I thought I killed you guys already. You wanna stay dead this time? Okay, so back towards our base. We have our water, and across the water there is a small priest of Mitra with a couple of guys. I had a run across here yesterday, and yep, come down. They don't seem to see me as a threat or whatsoever. Yeah, so these guys don't seem to do anything. I also forgot to say this has just been updated, I believe yesterday actually, so this could be a little problem which they've not discovered yet. I did read somewhere there's possibly, I think, a couple of problems with thralls not moving or trying to attack you. But anyway, that's where you can get yourself a priest of Mitra. Okay, we'll carry on a little tour around here, because not only just up there you'll get metal, and also further up the ridge up here, across this river you'll also get metal as well. So here's a little bit, and then further up around this corner we'll just have a quick jog, because I've noticed something up here which I hadn't seen, and that was just the other day. I've probably not been paying attention when running past, but Was it this bit? Yeah. This bit's a nice little path through. I'll show you where it is on the map. Instead, oh no, there we go. So it's just a little cut through the hills here. But, oh, was that ghosts? Okay. Some sort of lovely ghost appeared there. That I hadn't actually seen yesterday. But this would be a perfect PvP area for a base. You're protected on top, apart from that little bit there. So, no real problems with people's avatar gods coming down to destroy everything you've made. But also, you cut through here as well. And, as I said, that's you count a large section of that river if you are running around. So just something to bear in mind, either a cut through or a ideal PvP base location. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'll probably run back home and we'll start getting ready to explore the world again and possibly find a new base location. I've no real idea of where I'm going to go at the moment, but, you know, I want to be somewhere near a good few thralls, all the resources I need, so we're looking for spiders, metal, coal, wood, I guess stone, some plants would be nice so we can get ourselves some fibre. Water would be nice, but it's not going to be essential eventually because, of course, we can build wells and that will resolve any issues we have from water. Okay, folks, well, we'll leave it here for a second and I'll rejoin you once I've managed to get everything sorted for a trip. Okay, and we'll catch you in a second. Okay, folks. So what I'll do is I'll quickly just get my armor crafted. But I'll go through some of the updates which have happened from the patch yesterday. So I'll craft these bits quickly. 2 of those and 2 for the hands. Okay, but we'll have a quick look here. I've already learned a couple of things, but even at an instance you'll notice you have a rawhide bedroll if you've unlocked everything for the bedroll, which is only 3 hide, which again is pretty nice if you can't bother getting the fibre. And also, I think I've unlocked a couple of things. We'll just have a look at the recipes. This will get resets as they've added the new craftables, but the improved campfire for cooking and keeping warm. I don't know if that's the food which is kept warm, if it'll last longer on the campfire. That's something we'll have to test out. But also you have likes of the apprentice taxidermists, so you can get your hyena heads and the shellback heads and hatchlings as trophies. Also, we'll take a look further down our lists. We have Cushionaire, which, if you want to make the place look nice and comfy, you can start creating pillows and dotting them around the place. I've had other plans for that, possibly a brothel. You can then plaster the place with all the cushions. And if you look at your bed shaper, you have a few different beds, so you can have double beds and everything lining the place as decoration. Also the pottery side, there's a new range, so it's another 4, I believe, there. Again, hunters, I think crocodile, I think that's been added. I only remember seeing the first 3 last time I checked. So again, something new there. The carpets, there's large carpet now. Okay, I think that was everything from that little section. I think where is it? It's the war drum. I think that's a new one. I don't remember seeing that one as well. So there are a few new things hidden in about. Again, the jugs, more placeables, more decorations. I can't even remember looking through this one, but I think it was just the rock nose and possibly the rock nose king. But now you've got everything available in there. I'm sure there were more things, but it's trying to find. Yep, the iron pots and pans. I think I'd shown you that one. No shelves. There's a lot. Ooh, large chimes now. That was just small before. So it's a case of hunting around for what's going to give you new items. But it's a lot of the decoration side which has been added. Oh, some more wooden chairs. So it's a case of having a look around and seeing what's new, unfortunately. Because even I can't find everything there, but there's certainly a lot there to be of use and interest. As I said, certainly the decoration side, and that should help things look a lot better than just the standard stone and seating. Okay, I'll get back to crafting and we'll rejoin once we're out on a mission. Okay folks, catch you in a sec. Okay folks, welcome back. And I think we're about ready, so we'll start our little trip and have an explore around, see where we can start a new city. Now, a quick look at the map. I know there's, what was it, the pirate ship. Where were you again? I think that was up around here. Or is this? I can't. It's somewhere around here anyway. I probably should remember these things. But I know there's a reasonable area around here which is flat and open. There's also the water source. Oh, that's typical, that is. We'll be back again. Yeah, sorry about that. So let's get started, I guess. Alright, so we'll have a quick run up here. And see where we can go. So I think I was saying before, this area up here, I think there's still a good amount of resources. It's a flat area, we've got water nearby. There's thralls, I think at the back here as well. There's a large camp, yeah, around this area, which gives most of what we're looking for. Again, it's not too far away from the pirate ship thrall base, as far as I remember, which I think, again, was around here. And the spider cave again's here, so again, we're close to getting all of what we want. But again, I know there were some interesting and large flat areas around the back here, so I might have a look at those as well. But for the moment, we'll have an explore up through this area and try and take a direct path as much as we can. Okay, let's go. And one other thing, you have to see this if you've been missing this. You're gonna love that. The rocks work again. I love you, rock. I just love that. I completely don't need you, but I just want to see that again. Thanks, game. Okay. So distractions aside, let's go. Also, the auto walk key is a godsend. Hello, doggy. There we go. Making lots of friends today. Let's keep iron stamina. So again, for that base and start location, there were more thrall camps one up on the ridge there, and one down here. You'll also see the odd rhino walking around, so that's your thick hide for the higher end armors. But again, this is a nice open area. You could build here. You've got all the coal, the iron dotted around, the wildlife. I don't think there's much in the way of trees extremely close by as far as I remember though. So, likes of the fibre in the woods, yeah, you've only got a little bit here. A lot of branches though, so you can keep yourself stocked up on ammunition and other fun things. But that's about it really. So where are we now? So we've just joined up there. I think we'll go this way. Oh, it looks like the damage is a bit more on the drops now. Maybe keep myself full on health there. Yeah, I'll just run up here. I'll try not to make friends with that rhino. Oh. Sorry, a bit of lag spike in there. No, that's good, he's not our friend. Another thrall camp. And we'll progress down this way. I mean, there are some interesting areas. You could build a terraced sort of city here on a few different levels. Have it kind of scroll out and look over itself down into the river. But not really what I'm looking for. Neither is that elephant. I'll stay away from you. Through and see what we can find. A little bit of homicide on the way. Not really homicide, just murdering the small creatures hereabouts. So, over in the distance you'll see, well, if it was daylight you could see, we're actually close to the spider cave, as you may have gathered from the spider. But it's quite a nice entrance. It's quite impossible to see now, but the rocks jut out over front of it, almost like a claw shape. Barely make the outlines of it, but that's quite impressive nonetheless. Let's see a spider up in front. Oh god, too dark. I think it's there. The hell? Oh crap. I don't need any more friends, buddy. Many friends today. Many friends. I'm gonna get out of here. This isn't where I want to be hanging around. But, no more spiders. Nope. I'll quickly bring up the map just so you can see where I am. So the spider cave is just on the edge of the river there. So watch yourself if you not got much experience and your character's still pretty low level. Chances are you're gonna die. Okay. One area which has interested me though is possibly this bit. It's pre-built into the game landscape, so hopefully we can just build on top and have interesting bits which I don't need to do anything with. I mean, we're close to... I don't know. Oh. Hello, buddy. Actually, this is going to be interesting. They said they're possibly put in new items which are dropped from the skeletons. Just... Nope, nope, run. Run. Okay, this isn't going to be a good place to set up at all. No, that's a bad idea. Oh, I have friends. No, we're gonna boost. Then just... yeah. No, no, no. Okay, you're still my buddy. At least I have some health. Oh, the stamina a little bit. He's still right on me. And we'll try and just outrun you, I guess. You'll lose interest. Oh god, Scorpion. Hopefully you don't want to be friends. Oh, you do. Damn. Auto walk me. There we go. So that's hopefully gonna save me if I die. Oh god, lag, 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 lag. Yep, okay. That's, I'm glad I put that bedroll down. But that's why you plan ahead. You want to carry a couple of those for when fun happens. Okay, it's just words. Quickly get suited up again. But I want you. Okay, so for those you can just double click, but for the consumables you want to drag them in. Otherwise I think you just end up eating them. What else was in there? Okay. So, now I've stopped dying. We'll just try and carry on. So, yeah. Oh, hello, Rhino. I'm gonna stick away from you for the moment, thanks. Okay, so you found this nice little oasis. And where are we on the map? Exactly where I thought. Oh, is the map zoomed somehow? Is that new? Is it bugged? Don't remember me reading about the map changing like that. Okay, I'll have to research that and I'll maybe get back to you on it. But as far as the city goes, we could, if we wanted, have it on 2 levels. We could have it out here in this large open area. We could have a small site up here surrounding the pond. We've got resources, we've got stone, we've got plants everywhere, trees, water, land. Over here we have some iron, a bit of coal, more iron just round here and round the corner there. So, you know, this could be the place for us. We could always have something up on the top here as well eventually, overlooking all of creation. And the rhinos, and the feet in the distance, which is where you can get, I think, the higher end Mitra priests. But, yeah. I think I like this place. So, I think for now, we're gonna try and call this home. So, I do have a couple of building pieces on me. And we'll just run back down and try and start a little shack for us. I didn't bother with a bed, because I should be able to get everything I need for it in the local area. But, for now, I think... things are here. I don't want to break that yet. I guess we want to save those a little bit. I'll build a little away from it. Near the coal. On this side of the river anyway. It doesn't need to be right next to it for the moment. So, here we go. Something possibly overlooking here, I believe. Yeah. Okay, we'll get ourselves a door in there somewhere. I'm gonna say... there. Have a nice little open porch area, I guess, with some light coming through the windows. Get another one in there. Maybe one there. I suppose we deserve a little bit of privacy. So, a basic shack at least set up. I do have a spare bedroll here. So as a temporary measure, in you go. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll leave the video there today, and I'll carry on gathering resources and transferring things up from the other base. It's not too big a journey, so a couple of trips and I can hopefully have everything here, and maybe dismantle that one or leave it there as a small outpost for if I ever lose my way somehow. Okay, so thanks for watching.